you sick of looking at Netflix and you don't know what to watch?
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler.
This is The Best Pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Hit it.
Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. No sequel for you.
The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler. Welcome to the show.
So it's been a while since Don and I have done a show. So the name of the show is called Catching Up. We have seen 3 new movies since our last show, so we're going to talk about those. But if you want to...
Before we
start off with
continue, we want to let everyone know that this show is broadcast live from the Fact TV studios in Bellows Falls. Fact TV is a community access center that provides studio space and production services free of charge to community members in southern Vermont and Keene. If you're interested in creating your own show, already producing content and wish to submit it, or want to stay informed about news and events in southern Vermont and Keene, including live coverage of local town meetings, sporting events, and community events, visit fact8.com.
All right, thanks, Don. So quickly, I'll just go over the weekend box office, January 9th through 11th. In its 4th week, still number one, a movie we've seen recently, Avatar: Fire and Ash, with $21.5 million. In 4 weeks, it's grossed $343 million, essentially, which is well below the previous two. So,
But still pretty good.
Oh, very good, yeah. But, I mean, maybe you are right. People are just getting Avatared out, because this was the longest one by far. This was over 3 hours long,
Right.
Almost 3.5 hours long. And it's funny because as soon as it got over, the first thing you said to me, that was way too long. We didn't even talk about anything else. I was thinking the same thing. Primate opened at number 2 with $11.15 million. The Housemaid is holding up strong, number 3. That's up to $94 million. Zootopia 2, number 4 with $10 million. And Greenland 2 Migration opened number 5 at $8.4 million.
Wow. This is a pretty weak, that sounds like a pretty weak field. to
Yeah.
me.
Oh, absolutely. And we've been talking about it. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot. I mean, the new 28 years later is opening this weekend.
Right.
I think that should be somewhat decent and well received.
Looks like the end of the winter and the spring, it looks like there's going to be about one movie a week that
That's
gets
worth seeing.
yeah, one big movie
essentially.
each week.
And a bunch say it again, the 3 sequels.
Oh yeah, it was Scream 7,
Scary Movie 6,
and Toy Story 5.
Toy Story 5 are all coming out this spring.
That's what we have to look
So
forward to.
obviously
More
there's a lot of original movies coming out,
Oh man.
But speaking of which, we did see a sequel. We saw the 3rd Avatar. I think was that the first one we saw? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And it was 3 hours and 19 minutes long.
That's a long time.
It was, it's a long time to sit anywhere. I mean, even like a sporting game, I still got to get up and stretch my legs or something, But it was good, but didn't you feel like there was some, they could have left a lot out? They just dragged it out so long.
I didn't feel like they really added to the story.
No,
You know
not
what I-
really.
No, I just think it was kind of it's a beautiful movie. I mean,
Absolutely, yeah.
it's great
Yeah,
to look at,
It's great
but
visually.
once I'm done with it, I can't really even tell you much about it.
No.
Because
It's just a fantasy. I mean, that's all it is,
No.
It's not and the thing is, there's 2 more, so I mean, you're talking at least another 6 hours
wow.
of Avatar, at least. That's being polite. It's probably going to be closer to 7 or 8 hours. So every one keeps getting longer.
Did they add any new creatures? I mean,
I
remember
mean-
they had the big whale things?
Yeah.
That was in the second one.
Well, they
the
they got rid of the hunter guys. Didn't he die at the end of it? That was killing the big whales.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, they at least got rid of that, which I thought I liked that because that added something that didn't really, to me, it didn't bring much to the plot of the story. That whole and that's half an hour of second and third movie at least. That
Yeah.
it didn't really add much to the story. I didn't think. So they got rid of that at least, which
Yeah.
means they're probably going to bring in something else to replace it. But
They
no, they are,
involved the water people from the second movie, so they
Right.
played not a huge role, but a significant role in this third movie.
but you're right. It was like almost 3.5 hours long, and it's like I couldn't really tell you much about what it was really about.
Isn't that awful?
You know, I mean, it's like it wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't memorable.
No.
You would think for 3.5 hours I remember more of it, but it just wasn't. And the bad guy didn't die. You know he's not dead.
No.
They show him falling off at the end, but he's not going to be dead. I don't care if that's ruining it for anybody. There's 2 more movies. He's going to be in them. He's one of the stars. So.
I don't know. That's a movie. I don't know. I don't know if we could recommend it. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's a theater.
I would
movie
recommend
theater
it in
experience.
parts, like an hour a night, because it's just so long.
Right.
It's like you're right though. It is a movie theater quality movie.
Right.
Because it's the sound and the vision and everything, but it's a long movie to sit down and watch.
Well, speaking about like continuations, I got in my possession recently all the Raiders of the Lost Ark movies.
Really?
Now
Like
there's
all of them, even like the newer ones?
Yeah, I haven't of course I've seen the first one, the second one. Is the
The
third
Last
one which
Sean Connery,
that's
The
what was
Last
Sean Connery?
Crusade. Yeah.
I don't know if I ever saw that one. I don't know if I saw any of them beyond the second one.
And then it's Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is one with him and Shia LaBeouf. And then they did one other one that came out a couple of years ago because he was like 80 and we're like, Indiana Jones needs to
Right.
retire.
I did see that.
Yes.
Because my review of that was poor.
But it still made decent money though.
Yeah.
Not like the other ones did, but it still did pretty well. Which
Remember
means,
that was the year that Mission Impossible, and they all had both of these 2 movies had fights on top of a train.
yes, yeah.
A ride through a crowded city on a tiny vehicle. And what was the third thing? Oh, a woman, female character that was like a double agent type of thing, and you didn't know if you could trust her. So both of those movies, basically, they were the same movie.
And they came out pretty much the same time.
Right.
Like within like a week or 2 of each other, and they made about the same amount of money. It was just
Ridiculous. But now
Yeah.
at least I have all the movies I'm going to watch, like a film fest. I'll watch them all in the course of a weekend. So another movie that we went to see was Song Sung Blue.
yeah. I liked it. I thought it was great. I thought Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson were both excellent in it.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Now, we were talking about Golden Globe nominations. Did she get nominated? I hope so.
She got nominated for Golden Globe and a Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, she should.
And she didn't win the Golden Globe. Like I said, it was Rose Byrne. I thought it would have been Kate Hudson or Emma Stone, but it was Rose Byrne, which I think
Oh, yeah, and Emma Stone was terrific, too.
yeah.
So,
But no, I thought it was great. And I learned a lot. I didn't realize how many big hits Neil Diamond actually
yeah.
had.
He's one of those guys that can legitimately fill up a greatest hits album. Plus, before he took off, he was writing songs for other people.
Right, which a guy I work with, Patrick, was talking about that the next day.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I didn't even know, one, that Song Sung Blue was the name of a song. And even more importantly, I didn't know it was a Neil Diamond song. I just thought it was the title of the movie.
Oh, wow.
I knew everybody knows he sings Sweet Caroline. And then once Hugh Jackman started singing it, I remembered Forever in Blue Jeans. But all the other songs, I had no idea.
You know what I didn't know about this? This is based on a true story. And it basically, they made this. There's a documentary also called Song Sung Blue.
Did you
about
find
the
it?
real story.
Did you find it
No.
streaming anywhere? No, because I'd like to watch that too.
Yeah. I think it would be really interesting because I want to see how close to the movie it is.
I thought one of the great parts in the whole movie was the whole Pearl Jam thing.
Yeah.
Where he had no idea he was talking to Eddie Vedder on the phone. That was great.
And that's true. That part is
Yeah.
true because I saw some of the footage of him with Eddie Vedder.
And then Eddie, what are they? Is it Forever in Blue Jeans that Eddie Vedder goes out on stage and sings with him at that concert?
Yeah.
And when he was talking to him about the guitars before, he didn't know he was talking to Eddie Vedder in person. He's just talking to him about his guitar. He's like, "Oh, you're that Pearl Jam guy." I was like, that was classic. Like he had no idea who Pearl Jam or Eddie Vedder were.
And the real guy from the documentary movie really looks like Neil Diamond.
Really? I thought Hugh Jackman looked pretty close to Neil
He
Diamond.
did, yeah.
I thought they did a good job. I never really saw, I think they showed pictures at the end of what the female actually looked like.
Right.
And I think she kind of looked like her. I thought they did a good job of that. But I mean, they both can really sing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you'd seen both the movies that they had been in before, Les Mis and Nine, and they both sang in
Yeah.
both those movies, right? So you kind of knew that they both
Well,
had
Kate
good
Hudson
voices.
didn't. She didn't make an impression on me in Nine. Nine
No.
isn't Unfortunately, it has a great cast. It's not a particularly good movie.
I remember you saying that because it does have an outstanding
Oh,
cast.
Daniel
and your Daniel
Day-Lewis.
Day-Lewis is one of your favorite actors. You know, I mean,
He's the star.
he's great. Yeah.
But it just doesn't do it. I bet if we look it up on IMDb, it would be lucky to have a 6.
Okay.
To be
well,
honest,
what do you think? Because I haven't seen it. What do you think it actually is?
6.
Okay.
That'd be my guess.
I'm gonna check it out right
It might
now.
be barely passable.
But I thought the two girls in the movie were both really good.
Yeah.
His stepdaughter and his real daughter. I thought they both were really good.
It's a good movie. It definitely gets a thumbs up.
Yeah, no, definitely worth seeing. All right, so let's see, 9. You think it gets a 6? It's lucky to get a 6.0?
I'd say just 6.
5.8.
Yeah.
And that's good. It does. It has an amazing cast. Daniel Day-Lewis, Marianne Cotillard, Penelope Cruz, Kate Hudson. I mean, that's a lot of Judi Dench, Nicole Kidman, Sophia Loren, Fergie. I mean, that's an excellent cast.
Who was the director on that one? It was somebody big.
Rob Marshall. He did Chicago.
Yeah.
I think he won best director for Chicago.
Yeah, this one just didn't do it.
Or
Something
they won
about
Best
this
Picture,
movie
at
just
least.
didn't work. And sometimes that happens. You get a movie with a great cast, a named director, and it falls flat.
What's the one that I think it was last year, Francis Ford Coppola did?
Oh yeah,
That absolutely tanked.
it's not Metropolis, but something like that.
Yeah.
Metro-
And that had a huge cast.
yeah,
And it just absolutely was a big flop. And he's like a world-renowned director, you know? I mean,
right.
sometimes it just happens.
There have been reviews that said that was even though I can't remember the name of it, Megalopolis. That's the
There
name
you
of the
go.
movie.
That is, yeah.
There were reviews. People thought it was an interesting movie. So it is, even though it didn't achieve total heaviosity.
4.7.
Oh my word!
That is atrocious.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's
So I would watch that, but I think I would go in with low expectations.
I wouldn't go in with expectations at all, hoping the popcorn had butter or something.
Wow.
Man, 4.7.
What was the other one that I saw? Amsterdam. I watched Amsterdam twice. Stars Christian Bale.
Yeah, that was a great
Margot
cast.
Robbie.
Yeah, and you said it was flat like both times. You just didn't like it at all.
Something about it, the movie just doesn't come off. And I thought Christian Bale was great. I thought he was nominatable for that movie, but for some reason that movie just didn't come off, and I can't explain why. I watched it twice. Robert De Niro's in it, in a supporting role.
Yeah,
just don't know what the reason.
that's
was
just
for that.
crazy because that's a really good cast, and this one is too. I mean, this has a really good cast, but 4.7. My God,
Yeah,
that is terrible.
it is, especially since he hadn't made a movie in a while.
Yeah, and they were like touting it from the director of Godfather, you know, and it's like, yeah, he probably doesn't
Right.
want that attached to his name anymore.
You know what I was thinking about along those lines was we were kind of talking about this because I was talking about Christopher Walken before the show, and The Deer Hunter, directed by Michael Cimino, and they won Academy Awards. I think
Oh
he
yeah,
might have won Best
He
Picture.
won
that
Best
year.
Picture. He won Best Director. Christopher Walken won Best Supporting Actor.
Right.
You know, I mean,
And then he made
I forget the movie. I know what you're talking about because it was a complete bust, and then he
made
was
a
like
huge
done, right?
Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate. Yes, I remember you talking about this.
And didn't he do there was one called Year of the Dragon. I think it stars Mickey Rourke. Could be wrong, but and that was halfway decent. But I'll tell you, we haven't heard Michael Cimino's name since.
No.
I mean, he made that Heaven's Gate, and I tried to watch Heaven's Gate too. I think that movie's just a total mess, and it has a tremendous cast.
I mean, Year of the Dragon gets a 6.8.
yeah,
that's
it
pretty
was
good.
decent. It was a decent.
I got to check Heaven's Gate now, though.
Yeah, Heaven's Gate is going to be under. I think it's going to
How
be,
under?
I think it's going to be in the 5s. But we got to look at the cast on this thing. And we had I think it's Chris Christopherson. God, I'm not going to remember some of the other ones in this. It's definitely
Christopher Walken, Christopherson.
Yeah,
It gets a 6.7.
6.7.
Yeah.
How long is it? It's a long movie, isn't it?
3 hours and 39 minutes. Yes, it's a long
Wow.
movie.
Yes.
Definitely something I would watch. John Hurt's in it. He got nominated for 1 Oscar.
It could have been, right?
Sam Waterston, Brad Dourif. Yeah, it's got Jeff Bridges. It's got a good cast.
What a cast.
Yeah.
I might give it a try if I can find it.
Terry O'Quinn, but it absolutely tanked at the box office.
Oh,
right?
yeah, big time.
Because 6.7 is pretty good.
It killed Michael Cimino's career, basically.
All right, what do you think it was nominated for? probably like
Cinematography.
visual effects or yeah. I was gonna say nothing acting. I'm sure. Art direction.
There you go.
All right. So, what'd you think of Marty Supreme?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was really good. I like Timothy Chalamet. I haven't seen him in a lot. You've definitely seen him in a lot more than I have.
Yeah, well, he was in Dune, so I saw both of the Dune movies.
And you saw the
Bob Dylan movie.
Bob Dylan movie.
Which I can't remember what the name of it is. It's a line from like a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, it is.
I just can't. I can't remember what it's
either.
called. But what did he say it was?
Something unknown. A complete unknown.
A complete unknown.
Complete unknown,
Like
yeah.
a complete unknown. Yeah. I really liked the movie. I liked it better than most people did, and I thought Timothy Chalamet was outstanding as Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that he was doing a Bob Dylan impersonation, but he was doing like an interpretation of Bob Dylan, and he was incredibly effective. I thought he was really good. I thought the movie was really good.
Well, what about like Song Sung Blue gets a 7.6 right now.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. I think Avatar was like 7.2. What do you think Marty Supreme gets right now?
8.
8.2.
Yeah.
So it was really well received. It's doing pretty good at the box office considering it is a pretty long movie. Why do you think it was rated R? Was there a lot of language in it? I don't remember there being a lot of swearing, really.
Wasn't it? There was some sexual content too, wasn't he? Like with the girl.
Yeah, but I don't. Was there nudity? I don't remember there being nudity.
No, I don't remember.
I thought that was.
It wasn't significant if it was.
No, I thought it was PG-13. I didn't realize it was rated R. But it was 2.5 hours, but it didn't seem that long.
No.
It actually went by really well. I mean,
so that was a 2 hours.
maybe that was just because we had just seen Avatar the same week, and it just seemed like it was half the length of Avatar.
That could well be.
But no, I liked it a lot. He did just win the Best Actor at the Golden Globes for, again, musical or comedy, which I don't really consider it a musical or comedy. It's certainly not a musical, but it wasn't really a comedy either. First time I see Gwyneth Paltrow in something in a while.
That's true.
You know, I mean, I think the last thing I saw her in was that Country Strong movie.
And she's good. She's talented.
I thought she was all right. I mean, I never was a big fan of hers.
And Country Strong was quite a while ago. I bet it was like 2019.
I bet it was older than that.
Probably.
I bet it's quite a bit older than that, actually. But she was pretty decent in this. I don't, for whatever reason, I didn't, I think a lot of it too is I'm still angry about the whole Shakespeare in Love beating Saving Private Ryan. So I kind of hold that against her, even though it's not her fault.
Right. It is a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, but it wasn't Saving Private. I mean, you put anything up against Steven Spielberg. Has Steven Spielberg got a movie coming out?
Not
We
that
haven't
I
seen
know.
anything in him.
He
What
did,
was
well,
the
he
list?
did The Fablemans.
Right.
And he also did a remake of that musical. The Jets and the Sharks. West Side Story.
Yeah.
He did that a couple
I
years
missed that one. Yeah, I forgot. about
Country Strong came out in 2010.
Wow.
So that's 16 years ago.
Holy
I mean, I'm not saying that's the last thing she's in. That was just the last thing I remember seeing her in.
Yeah,
Something new, anyway.
you're right.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. And I don't remember particularly liking that movie either.
One of the things I wanted to mention about Marty Supreme was it was directed by Josh Safdie. And I had recommended this other movie that he had directed was Uncut Gems.
Yep.
With Adam Sandler, which Adam Sandler, it's one of the best performances Adam Sandler's ever done.
I remember you saying that.
And it was it was a really good movie. But this movie, Marty Supreme, had in common with that they both had this like a time element. And there's another movie. It's called Good Time. That's with Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Another good performance from Robert Pattinson too, who has turned out to be a pretty decent
he actually
actor.
has turned out to be a pretty good actor.
But they all have in common those three movies. There's this like time element, and they're running around, and they got to make a connection with this guy, but something's going on over here. And it was like same thing with Marty Supreme. So I'm starting to see kind of like a pattern. Not that it's a bad pattern. I was thinking about this, and I wanted to liken it to Wes Anderson. You know, Wes Anderson, when you watch a Wes Anderson movie, it's kind of got a shtick, you know.
you
It's
can
kinda
tell
got-
it's his kind of movie, yeah.
Yeah, he has kind of a style
Yes.
to his movies. And not that it's bad, because Wes Anderson is one of my favorite directors, but maybe it wears thin after a while. And, you know, what I'm saying is kind of Josh Safdie. It worked. It worked for Marty Supreme. It definitely worked on Uncut Gems. And this other movie, Good Time, which gets a 7.3.
What does Uncut Gems get?
7.4.
I was gonna say I thought that was pretty highly regarded too. Adam Sandler actually was just nominated for a Golden Globe for Jay Kelly,
Oh,
which
right.
I still haven't finished watching yet, but I started watching. It's George Clooney is essentially playing George Clooney, and Adam Sandler is like his agent. I got like halfway through it, and then I think it was Miami was playing,
Oh,
and so I was like, and then I just
so
forgot.
it wasn't a bad movie. You
No,
didn't
it's
stop
good. I
watching-
just stopped watching it, and I have to mention Miami's playing for the national championship on Monday night, so I'm kind of pumped about that.
That's cool.
So I'll be.
You didn't expect that.
No.
That came out of
No,
nowhere.
I mean I expected them to beat Texas A&M, and I would have been happy with that because we're
Right.
finally back. And then we upset Ohio State, and then we won with 18 seconds left. Carson, I woke up the whole neighborhood. I didn't care. I was like, I told everybody at work too. I was like, I'm probably hungover. I don't care. Just deal with it because I was up late watching it. They came back going 30-27, and yeah, it was great. But Indiana, they're playing Indiana, who is beating the hell out of everybody. They beat Alabama 38-3, then they just beat Oregon 55-22. So we're only 8.5-point favorites or underdogs, but we're probably gonna get creamed. But
Monday
anyway,
night, you said.
Monday night at 7:30. So, which it doesn't start till like 8:30, I don't think. But yeah, I'm excited, and it's in Miami because it's the Orange Bowl's turn to host the championship.
Oh,
so
that's
we're
pretty
at home
cool.
at least. So we'll
Wow,
have
that should be huge.
we'll have that going for us. But it should be fun.
Very cool.
But I don't know. Maybe we could try to see 28. I actually have 28 years later on my bed right now, so I'm gonna watch it when I go home.
Oh, okay.
And then I was gonna try to give it to you for you to watch sometime, and then maybe we can go see that next week.
Good, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that's
I'm up for that.
I think that's the only thing that's gonna be out until Mercy that
Right.
that would be worth seeing. So
And I did watch, what was it, 28 weeks? No,
I
28
think-
months later. Is that what it's
No,
called?
28 days later, and then 28 weeks later.
All right,
and
so
then
I
the
did.
the third one's 28 years later, and then this one's 28 years later, like boom, whatever.
I did watch the second one in
Right.
preparation for the third one, but for some reason I felt like it didn't play at the theater for very long.
I don't think
Somehow you and I didn't
I'm
get
not-
to see it.
What, the second one?
The third one.
Oh, the third one. It made like 70 million.
It
So
was
it's
out last June.
Yeah, it's out for a little while. But this one is premiering in Springfield tonight, so we could definitely plan on go seeing it sometime next week, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Tuesday. But it's already that time.
Well, let me ask you one question before
yeah.
we end the show. We went through a whole bunch of movies. We were looking at the calendar upcoming for the rest of winter and into spring, going up into June. What movie are you most looking forward to?
Probably The Bride.
The Bride. The
Probably,
Bride.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I really like Frankenstein a lot, and that's just my kind of movie.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm gonna like The Bride a lot too. So yeah, so we'll try to go see a movie Tuesday, and maybe be back next Thursday and do another show.
Yeah, we'll get to talk about it.
All right. So this has been our episode of the Best Pictures this week. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler, and these are the ones you don't want to miss.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. Here's Johnny.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.